So after watching JD Vance, um, I didn't realize, I didn't know anything about him. I heard about that book he wrote, but somebody coming from childhood trauma, serious childhood trauma, and having a powerful voice now, my heart is soaring with hope. I didn't have a lot of hope with just Trump being president. I thought, well, okay, there's some strength there. He might make a difference in some way as long as that strength is used for something good. But there's not a lot of hope. He doesn't understand truly the plight of the poor, impoverished, and traumatized youth or adults now, uh, both youth and adults of our country. That's severely uh, massive problem. And so it got me thinking, like, wow, okay, because when Biden was elected, I lost hope because their most important agendas, and it's clear, it's so clear, their most important agendas are not family related. They're not to mend the family unit or to heal the hearts of humans. It's to affirm all the sinful, nasty, dumb stuff that humans do. My biggest concern is healing the human heart, not economics or whatever, because that stuff's all fine and dandy. Foreign policy, immigration, all that stuff. That's all can go either way. Mending the human heart, and that starts with family. And family court is one aspect, one aspect, a huge aspect of how government interacts with the family and how it can change what happens in a family situation. Imagine a man who has had abducted a woman and taken her for 2 weeks on the run, raping her, took her against her will, raped her, threatened her because she did not want to be with him anymore. Took him for 2 weeks until police finally caught him with her on a high-speed chase, multiple law enforcement agencies, night vision, helicopters, everything to finally get him after he wrecks the car over 100 miles an hour and is found later in the morning after hours of hiding in a field, accused of raping and strangling and assaulting this woman, and is a career criminal, having been in prison most of his adult life, just having got out of maximum security, solitary confinement, and moves in with your daughters, one of whom is estranged, completely unjustly, just estranged because the other parent wants to have control over her, moves in with your daughters. The mother knows him for 2 weeks, and he moves in with your daughters. And then you go to family court, and they roll over you, treat you like garbage. It's a complete shit show. This is not a unique scenario. This is family court. Imagine, if you will, years later, that the daughter that I was so concerned about because she was estranged from me becomes known as his child after only 2 years of knowing her, and after I fight and fail in family court. He then kills her, abducts her, tortures her, kills her. And then even though we didn't know, we most definitely knew. Even though there was not evidence, there was not a court and a conviction, we definitely knew. And in that process, you are trying to raise two other daughters who are completely traumatized, and they don't even know the level of their trauma. One of them waking up, well, actually, both of them having horrible dreams. One of them waking up specifically gasping with horrible nightmares. And you decide as a parent, well, let's face this. And so you make the decision, let's go to the place where 8 months after the fact, we'll go to the house where Angelica's body was placed. We're going to do, you don't know the scenario. You don't know the scenario that we were in. and it's nobody's business. It certainly isn't family court. But guess what? Family court was involved because the mother wanted to control the children that remained. So we were in family court again. Imagine with trying to do your best as a parent and not having all the answers, because nobody does, and certainly not an incompetent, complete bumbling fool of a guardian ad litem, not to mention anybody in the family court system, because they're not even trained for regular families, let alone traumatized families. Imagine they totally come down on you and call you crazy and accuse you of being abusive, including the guardian ad litem and the lawyer for the mother, when I didn't even have a lawyer, and saying that this is bad for the child. Okay, maybe it was. Who knows? But I'd like to see what you would do in that situation. So you don't know. You do not know. So the family court definitely doesn't know. They're so full of crap. And so the lies that just the whole process, again, after losing Angelica, the whole process of going through family court, completely evil, just destructive, and aimed to try to destroy my relationship with my children, which it did, or at least it stopped it for a long time. And this court it's not unique. This situation is not unique in the sense that these same factors in family court are what's used to destroy families daily. And that is why we need to fix family courts. We need to abolish family courts and start with something completely different.